I actually think, okay, I've never shared this publicly.
Go on.
Partners and Probies exclusive.
Hey, I'm Diona Reasonover.
And I am Brian Dietzen.
And welcome to NCIS Partners and Probies.
This week we got someone really special on the pod. I know we say this quite often, but this is truly just a breakout star from NCIS Origins. And let's be honest, we're always right about the fact that this is a really special one. This week we have none other than Lala Dominquez herself, Mariel Molino.
Yes, we do. And we talk about so much stuff. You know what actually we do not talk about, but I noticed? She has heterochroma. She has 2 different colored eyes.
That's true. We didn't talk about it. And yet I just kept staring at her eyes.
Yeah, I kept staring at her eyes.
Yeah.
And notice that I was proving that I am playing the forensic scientist by calling it heterochroma first. And I didn't have to look that up or nothing.
That was a strong play. Yeah, I think the reason we didn't talk about it was because we got into so much interesting stuff about, not just about Lala, which we get into a lot. Where is she at with Gibbs? Is Lala still alive in the NCIS universe in present day? But we also talk about where Mariel comes from. You know, what her beginnings are, all through doing telenovelas in Mexico, finding her footing in New York and Los Angeles. Truly a great journey. I mean, and just a hell of an actor and a really, really, really good person to hang with.
Yeah, hell of an actor. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Stay tuned. Here it comes.
All right, and here we are with Mariel Molino. Thank you so much, Mari, for coming.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm very excited. I feel honored.
Really? I feel honored to be with you, honestly.
No, are you kidding me? I'm sitting with a bunch of legends over here.
Legends?
Legends.
It's funny because what you guys are doing on Origins, you guys are paving the way for the mothership, which hasn't happened yet in your universe. So, but that leads us to like kind of the overarching thing of why you're here. There are a lot of people saying, including journalists, saying that you are doing some of the best work of your career as Lala Dominquez. What has it been like? You're finishing up your 2nd season currently. What has it been like? The whole whirlwind of being brought into these 4 letters of NCIS. Like what has the journey been like for you so far?
It's definitely been this really delightful, unexpected surprise.
Yeah.
I never would have pictured this or really imagined that I would be on NCIS or play a special agent. So I think I'm taken by surprise, and I'm also just so happy with how great the experience has been.
I know you've done a lot of movies. It's not your first series, but could you talk a little bit about what the shift is from playing a character sort of in a more limited time frame, like a movie, to like more of a long-term character?
I heard someone say that a movie is kind of like your hot, sexy affair.
Ha! Ha!
And that a TV show is your marriage. And I couldn't agree more. Because when you are doing a movie, it's exciting. It can be painful. It can be very novel, and you're curious, and there's all these like feelings that come up, but there's also a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah.
And it always comes to an end.
Yeah.
And so you kind of like develop these bonds, and you're in this bubble for maybe like a month or 2, and then it's over.
Yes.
But there is this beautiful finality to a character because you kind of feel like you have your shot at exploring it, and that's it. And with a TV show, I think it's a consistent challenge. I think there's going to be times where you're always sometimes searching on how to make it interesting. Like it's not always going to be the most interesting thing. There's going to be some episodes where I'm truly supporting, and I am in the background and I'm just helping solve the case. And so how do I make that just as interesting for me when the episode now is maybe surrounded more about Lala or whatever? So I think a TV show really takes a lot of work. And it's the type of love that has to be very pure and very I guess, loyal.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
But that's why I think movies and theater for me is so special, because you get to explore things that you don't, and you get to do things that you don't, and then, you know, hopefully you get to go back to your TV show.
Hopefully you get to go back to your marriage after the
To
affair.
your spouse.
Exactly.
That's why I don't do movies, guys. I have a Lala specific NCIS question.
Okay.
It's a big one.
Oh God.
Go.
Do you think Lala is going to survive?
Because we haven't seen her in present day Virginia or DC.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yes.
I actually think this is my real answer. Okay. I've never shared this publicly.
Exclusive. Go on.
Partners and Probies exclusive. As a creator, and as if I were a writer, and this were my story to tell, which it is not, I think that Lala dying makes sense. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Why hasn't Gibbs talked about Lala for 20 plus years?
Yeah.
It's such a painful memory or relationship, or something I think needs to go terribly wrong for him not to ever want to bring me up ever and want to live alone in Alaska.
Yeah.
However, I think there's another option where maybe there's some sort of horrible betrayal.
I was just thinking that.
You know?
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, if you look at Gibbs' history, though, I mean, there's another woman that he never mentioned to anyone.
Yeah.
And that was Shannon and
Oh,
Kelly.
right.
It wasn't until season 4 when this team is really well established. And we think, oh, Ducky's known him for 20 years.
Yeah.
Of course he knows everything about Gibbs. There's this wonderful scene between McCallum and Harmon up in the bullpen. And he said, "You never told me you had a daughter." It was that long. And we never knew about who Shannon was. We knew about 3 other redheaded exes, including Diane Sterling.
Yeah.
But we never knew about Shannon. And it was like, whoa, man, he held all of that, including the existence of a daughter.
Yeah.
And it was because there was too much pain.
Right.
And so what did he do? He just worked.
Right.
You know, he just worked. And which what I love about the concept of origins is just having that link to today. And when Gibbs doesn't have work, what does he do? I guess I have to dig up everything. You know? And I have to start writing about this, and then that's where these stories come from. It's beautiful.
Which is also just, it's beautifully poetic, and it feels as though maybe he's finally healing, you know, by writing and finally telling the story to someone.
Well, and that's the thing that they say, right? You really die twice. You die once when you physically die, and then when people stop saying your name.
Stop saying your name.
And so this kind of goes to that. Like, if he's writing these stories now, is he trying to keep this memory alive?
Right. And then, of course, there are the theories that, you know, she's in the cabin in Alaska. Which, who knows?
I kind of don't mind that.
I don't mind that.
I kind of like
I know. That. I don't either. But if that happens, I just want to be in old makeup, please.
I was just going to ask. I was going to say,
so
if it happens, who do you want to play?
Who would you
Me.
You.
Your contemporaries. So
I know.
yes, you could play a 70-ish.
Are you kidding me? I would love to have, you know, a scene with Mark Harmon, and if that's romantic, well, so be it.
This is the only time I'll allow the use of AI. Maybe, but you know what? It could also happen in a dream with you as you right now, and like Mark as Mark.
Yes.
Like,
you know what? They did that one a couple times.
They did that with Muse, right?
They did with Muse.
Yeah.
They also did it with Darby Stanchfield played Shannon in his flashbacks. You know.
Oh yeah.
And so there was this one episode, I think it was called Rule 51. it was really beautiful. They had this like, he was underneath some sheets and it was like the younger version of him. And then it came to the older version of him as Mark staring across at her.
Oh.
And they had like a conversation.
Oh,
And
they did?
it was like a little bit of a conversation. It was really beautiful.
Oh, that's
But yeah, it was this, like what you're saying. It was the only Shannon that we knew.
Yeah.
You know, because she never became older.
Right.
And then the Gibbs that we know currently. So it was really cool.
That's
It's
really
so
cool.
funny. You're like, I think it's called exact
I
title
think it's called
of the show.
Rule 51.
It
I think it
aired
is.
in.
Yes, it might have been.
There's a suggestion from the crew, which
Yeah.
they just suggested Sofia Vergara.
Oh
as
my
a-
God, love.
and-
You know what's funny about that?
Didn't you once play something?
I was
fill
her
in for her?
stand-in.
Oh, yes, you were. Yes, you were.
Brian, you did your research.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
I
you,
did.
What did you stand in for her on?
Yeah, she was filming a commercial, and it was, I mean, this is the beginning of my career. I thought stand-in was that in any take that maybe wasn't her face, it would be my body.
Yes, right.
And some people it
Back
is.
of my head.
Yeah, for some people it
Yeah,
is.
sometimes it
For
is.
some people it is. But I thought like for sure it was going to be like, you know, the back of me. It was not that.
Oh.
It was not that. But I was so excited. I mean, I looked up to her so much. And she kind of really changed the game for Latinas like me, because it was like, okay, it was like you're seeing that we come in all shapes and sizes and colors. And it wasn't just like, I think there was like a very, I don't know, like stereotypical or preconceived notion of what it was to be a Latina in the US.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, she's Colombian and so yeah, I thought that was super cool.
Can we talk about, speaking of being a Latina in the U.S., you grew up in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Your family moved from Mexico City?
Mexico City, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And your mother's family has Mexican, Spanish heritage.
Yes, and Italian.
And your father's?
Yes,
Your father's parents came from Austria?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes. My father's parents went to Mexico City from Romania and Austria. So
Okay.
my grandmother was Romanian, my grandfather was Austrian, and they were fleeing the Holocaust. And it was kind of just like the cheapest visa. It was like,
And
I
that's
guess,
really what formed
I
their
guess
decision.
we'll go to Mexico.
We're going to Mexico.
They went to Portugal first because they were receiving a lot of refugees, and then from there, they were able to go to Mexico.
I mean, that's a lot of disparate places.
Yeah.
How did that like kind of like color
Shape.
your view of the world and how you guys grew up as a family?
It was very I mean, it's just like a mix of so many cultures, because on my mom's side, you know, I had the Mexican side, but also my grandmother is very tied to her Italian roots, as most Italians are.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was that, and there was like this Italian pride. But then, you know, my father grew up Jewish, and so we celebrated a lot of Jewish traditions, but my mother was very Catholic, or is very Catholic.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we grew up going to church and you know, my mom's family is very traditionally Catholic, but I always loved the idea of my Jewish side of things. And it was really cool because I think my parents did a really good job in that our home was always like a neutral ground.
Mm-hmm.
No one got to win in that regard. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like, okay, well, we only talk about this here. It was like, home is neutral. What you do outside and, you know, is your prerogative, and what you choose is your, you know, it's your life. And I thought it was super special because I feel like I have such a mix of cultures. And then obviously when you live in the US and your parents speak Spanish and they have an accent, you know, when you're younger, it's so embarrassing. I just wanted to kind of like not have them pick me up from school. And growing up, I wanted to be so American, like so American. I wanted to dye my hair blonde, and I wanted to be just like Hilary Duff and Hannah Montana. And I just really wanted like the quintessential American upbringing, because I felt like I didn't have that. And which now I'm like, oh my gosh, no, I'm so glad that I had all these different things and languages. And also, if it weren't for the fact that at home we weren't allowed to speak English. We were only allowed to speak Spanish.
That's great.
That's great.
Which was
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
Obviously, me as a kid, I'm like, I don't want to speak Spanish. Like, I want to speak English, but they're very strict.
Mm-hmm.
We could only communicate to our parents in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
And if it weren't for that, I probably wouldn't be sitting in this chair.
Yeah.
Because I was able to go to Mexico City and start working as an actor
Mm-hmm.
in Spanish language TV shows and movies, and it made it so that I had enough, you know, of a career and confidence in myself to get here.
Yeah.
You know, and to live the Hollywood dream that I had always wanted since I was super young. But when I was younger and people were like, you should go to Mexico and do telenovelas, I was like, I don't want to do any telenovelas.
Why?
I was like, I am a serious actor. I'm going to Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And of course I went to Mexico. And of course I did telenovelas. And I'm so happy that I did.
Yeah.
Because it was like the craziest acting boot camp ever.
Yeah. How so?
Well, we filmed 99 episodes in 6 months.
Holy Toledo.
smokes.
So we would have 22 pages of dialogue every day,
Yeah.
Great.
3 cameras.
What
Yeah.
size cast are we talking? Like a soap opera size?
The cast is about 7 people.
Yeah.
That's okay. Wow.
7 or 8, maybe.
That's smaller.
And just to
Yes.
put it into context for people, it takes us 8 days
Yeah.
to film an episode. So we film like
We're-
maybe 4 a month, 3 or 4 episodes
Yeah,
a
and
month.
we're
Yeah.
talking, you know, between 7 and 9 pages a day.
Yes.
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is 22 pages a day.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
fast.
So you're lucky if you get 2 takes
Yeah.
on a shot.
Yeah.
On a scene, because you're filming
Yeah.
3 cameras.
Right.
And it was just like the best training I could have ever had.
Mhm.
It trained me to have all that like technical knowledge that I would have
Mhm.
never had, which is really kind of crazy. But like the light, you know, where is the light and where is
Yeah.
the camera?
Mhm.
And don't block your partner's light and don't do this. And all these things that I was not aware of at all, because in acting class, it was just never about that. And I'm glad that it wasn't. It was just kind of like about being there and being present and all that stuff. So in a way, I'm kind of glad that I was taught all of that, because then I can forget about it. Now it's a little bit more just second nature, and I'm not worried about my mark, because I kind of can feel when I'm in my light or not. I mean, it's so crazy to think about, but
But that's like the very beginnings. Well, I guess
Yeah.
the very beginnings
Yeah.
was probably when you were young, right?
Yeah.
You're age 6,
oh,
doing the Wizard of Oz.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
doing plays. Yeah, who were you in the Wizard of Oz?
I was crow number 6. So.
Oh, number 6.
Oh
Oh, that's
my
good. That's
gosh.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
so
I
you were
know.
right next to 5.
Yeah, I was next to 5.
Oh, that's
Or
great.
6, 7. Younger viewers, I'm pandering.
Yeah.
No, there were only 6.
Okay.
So you knew from an early age that you
Oh.
just enjoyed performing in front of people.
Oh, I just loved the attention. Like,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
just call it what it is.
Yeah.
I wanted attention, and I knew how to get it. When I did my first play, that mix of I'm so excited, but I'm also really scared and I'm going to poop my pants. I was like, this is the best feeling in the world.
I
Yeah.
still get that sometimes.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't know
It's
if you're
great.
anxious or excited or nervous. And I remember that feeling, and I was like, I want this feeling for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I loved making people laugh. I loved making fun of myself and kind of like just being like a buffoon. Like I love it. I love comedy. And I've always kind of like searched that out. And then I just was like a dog with a bone. I didn't let it go. And my parents had no idea about this business. They had no like friends or family that were in it. And I just knew like, we have to go to LA.
Yeah.
We have to go to LA.
Yeah.
But then when we get to LA, like, what do you do?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I don't know, but that's where we have to be, you know?
So when did you find yourself here?
I was finally like, you know, brave enough to say, no, you guys, I'm not going to get a real job. I'm really going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I know I have a college degree, but I am going to have 3 jobs. I'm going to be a nanny, and I'm going to be an assistant, and I'm going to be a Spanish tutor, which I was terrible.
Really?
God, I'm so sorry. And I'm going to try this. And then I graduated, and for a year I was auditioning in LA. Not good. Not good.
No.
And honestly, I look back on my auditions, you guys, and I was bad. Like, it's just what it is. I was bad.
Yeah.
But I had so much confidence.
You're like totally misplaced. Like
Completely.
I love that.
Wait, what were you doing that was so bad? I mean, you were already booking things in Mexico.
No, I wasn't.
No, not yet. This is
I hadn't
pre-Mexico.
gone to Mexico yet. This was just me in the
okay.
US.
Pre-boot
Okay,
camp.
this is pre-boot camp. Sorry.
Pre-boot camp.
Okay.
Sorry, we're jumping around. But I hadn't. And it was a mix of things. Like I wasn't getting a ton of auditions, and then I think people didn't really know where to place me. And so finally I had a couple people in my life be like, why don't you go to Mexico City? There's a ton of work and there's not a lot of actors. And at the end of the day, if there's something about this business, it's like a numbers game. It really is.
Yeah.
Because you can be so good
Yeah.
and so talented, but if you never get seen and you never are in the right place at the right time or have the good, right representation, it doesn't work out. And I went to Mexico City and I knocked on every door. Anyone that was like, oh, I know a guy who's a PA. I'm like, great, I want to sit down and have coffee. And I just hustled.
Yeah.
And talked to everyone that anyone was willing to introduce me to and convince them that I was there to act and I was ready and I'm here. And I think like a month later, I had booked my first little thing. I played kind of like this Marilyn Monroe lookalike. They needed someone who spoke English because it was like in the 50s.
Yeah.
So you got your blonde hair.
And so I got my blonde hair.
Okay,
I
nice.
did. Oh my God. I
You
didn't
got
even
it.
realize. Full circle.
There we go. And you're like, this isn't all it's cracked up to be.
Circle. And funny enough, again, I was like working every angle and I was just a little peach on set and so happy to be there. It was my first set, my first everything. And this show had this component where it was present day and past. So they had a part that was present day. And they were like, hey, would you be interested in a role? It's like the girlfriend of the guy and it's the present day. And I'm like, and you don't care that I was just in your show as this Marilyn Monroe type? And they're like, without the wig, no one will notice. It's fine.
Wow.
This telenovela opportunity comes up.
Right.
And at this point, because of COVID, I hadn't worked in a year and a half or something like that. I had to move back to my mom's after living in Mexico alone and in LA alone. I moved back in with my mom.
Back in San Diego.
I couldn't afford to live in LA alone. I had to move back. And so then when I did go back to Mexico and I was working, I get the call that I booked a telenovela. And they were like, here's the deal. You're going to be in Colombia for 9 months filming this telenovela. And we're going to be paying you this amount a month, which back then I thought was huge.
Yes.
Huge. Which isn't even like what an episode of television would pay.
Right.
Okay?
Mhm.
Way less.
Yes.
Way less.
Yes.
But for
Perspective.
me, it was like gold, right? But there was something about it that I was like, I don't think I should take it. I don't think I should take it. I just feel it. I don't think I should take it. And I talked to people that I respected in the industry and my mom was like, you've been out of work. Just take it. Take it. And I was like, yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should. And then I finally was like, no, I think something else is coming and I don't want to take it. And that week I had auditioned for a pilot for ABC in my grandma's house in Mexico City. And then I got a call back to do like a test via Zoom. And a week later, I booked it.
Yeah. Wow.
That's so cool.
And I couldn't believe it. I was crying. I remember calling my mom on the phone and just bawling because it just felt like, oh my God, someone thinks I'm like good enough, you know? I could not believe it. I was finally like in the game, you know, after feeling like I was on the bench for so many years.
Yeah.
And I mean, at that point, I had to join SAG. I wasn't even SAG.
No kidding.
My first series regular, I wasn't SAG.
Wow.
And then
that was me too. My first
What?
gig was a series regular gig.
Really?
Yeah, me too.
I had to
Stop.
I had to join SAG.
But
Okay, club.
But I want to fast forward a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
So you get the audition for Lala.
Uh-huh.
What was your initial reaction when you saw the character?
So I think I had a preconceived notion of what I thought it would be. I was like, okay, I'm familiar with NCIS. I don't really think I fit into this mold. I don't think I'm the type. I don't see myself as a special agent at all. I thought I was just, I mean, this sounds so dumb now, but I thought like physically I was not at all what they were going to look for.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I think I probably thought that they wanted like, I don't know, like some sort of like action superhero.
Bodacious Laura Croft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read the script and I loved it. I loved it so much. I loved the character of Lala. I obviously loved that this was someone who wasn't afraid to challenge Gibbs.
Yeah.
Who is this very beloved character. And that there was something about her that I couldn't quite pin. And I didn't know who she was. And I think that was really interesting for me and very scary. I couldn't really figure out who she was. And that was actually a bit of my struggle in the first season. I really feel like I was lost in some regard as to who she was and how to play her and kind of like what her true north was, and which I guess also makes sense because Lala was kind of figuring it out too.
Yeah, she was very much so.
But yeah, I auditioned. I honestly, it was one of those things that I genuinely didn't think I was right for it. So I kind of put it together really fast and did it, sent it in. And then again, I was in my grandma's house in Mexico City.
You need to take up residence there.
What is that? Have you ever done your like zodiac lines? Like
I have, but I don't know. I don't know anything about, I don't know about that. But I was in my grandma's house in Mexico City because I had booked another show. I was doing a show for HBO.
Okay. Yeah.
And they're like, hey, they want to do a callback with producers. I was like, what? They do? And I'm not kidding you. I do the callback. And it was like 2 scenes, 1 take. Okay, thank you.
Was it David and Gina? Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Oh, wow.
That was it.
No notes, no redirects.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Thank you. And I was like, okay, great. They didn't like me. Goodbye.
Easy. All right. Yeah. Cool. On to the next.
Like,
yeah.
That was horrible,
You should have known because you were in your grandmother's house.
I know.
This went well.
I know. And so then they're like, actually, we want you to come in for a chemistry read with the lead.
Yeah.
Who was Austin.
And
right?
Austin was already cast at that point?
He was already cast.
Yes.
Cool.
And you guys, I'm shooting this TV show. So I'm like, oh my God, how do we do this? I have like 1 day off. It happens to be the day that I have this thing.
Perfect.
Yes. So I literally fly in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And I go in. I was wearing these pants. I was wearing these pants. Wow, I did not plan that. Anyways, and I was just like, I remember like, I just said like, I'm going to be myself.
Yeah.
And play this exactly how I would want to play it. And I was wearing like loose pants. I had like a loose tank top, I didn't really do my hair. I was just kind of like, here I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm seeing I was just like, oh God, if they go for the girl with the tight, ponytail and like the tight this and the tight that, then like, that's just not who I am. And that's fine.
Right.
And I hope they get what they want.
Yes.
And it really was one of those auditions for the first time in forever probably, where I felt very much at peace and very excited to play. And I came in, and I'm never going to forget that first scene. It was the scene where me and Gibbs are in the Smitty's bar.
In the bar, the first scene.
And I kind of like challenge him, and I'm like, oh, so, you know, like, why are you here? Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And it's scripted. This is what Austin always says. It's scripted that he's watching a basketball game, and I come and approach him, and he's just like has his eye on the game.
Yeah.
Well, can we curse on here?
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody always asks.
This motherfucker, okay? Literally like this, doing the scene with me, like watching the scene like this. And I am so fucking livid.
Yes.
I flew into this.
I am like, you are going to pay attention to me.
Yes.
Like I couldn't stand it that he wasn't looking at it. He had like a Fiji water. I grabbed the Fiji water out of his hand. And I'm just like, listen to me. And I'm like, the whole scene, I'm just like, you're going to look at me. Yeah. And you're going to listen to me.
Yeah. Yes.
And I was just like so riled up. And I think that helped.
It did. I know it did.
Because, yeah. And then something happened, which had never happened to me in my entire career. I did like another scene. I don't know what, if it was that one or another one that we did, but I finished the scene, and David North is just like, can you do that again? I have no notes. I just want to watch it again.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God. And Mark was there, which was crazy because I'm like, oh my God, this is Mark Harmon. Like, this is insane.
Yeah.
This is the young Mark too that I'm doing a scene with.
Yes.
God.
Yes.
You were surrounded
and
by
also
Marks.
Austin is like, 6'4", and I'm like this tiny little, like, you know. And I was like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter my size. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm here and you're going to listen to me. And it was like a really, really, really great experience.
On this show, we have people write in to ask questions.
Oh my God, what?
The Probies of the Partners and Probies thing. And so we kind of put a call out to everybody, and we say who we're having on that week, and they give us questions for you.
I love that.
Yes. Can we get some Probie questions?
Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you, Eddie.
Eddie.
Appreciate it.
Eddie. Thank
You're
you.
the best, Eddie. I miss him already.
I do.
I know.
I do
Eddie's
too.
the best.
He's awesome.
The best.
I know.
We love Eddie.
He's always in a lab coat.
We need to get
Looks
Eddie
very
on the
smart.
show.
Yeah.
He is.
Oh, he is this show.
We're lucky to have him.
Yeah.
We're lucky to have Eddie.
Exactly.
We really are.
All right. So let me see here. This is kind of a fun one because it speaks to just the time period here.
Okay.
With all the classic and we'll say some of them antique cars used in NCIS Origins, which one's your favorite?
Oh, Chevy Impala.
Nice.
Oh,
Of
nice.
course. Seafoam green.
Love
It's
it.
amazing. I don't get to drive it, but I have shot in it, and I am obsessed with it. And also, Lala needs a new car.
Maybe she goes to takes that one for a test drive.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I think you should talk to David about this.
I know, right?
He's going to
Yeah.
watch it. Yeah.
David, if you're listening. Yeah, that would be it. For
Okay.
sure.
Dig it.
I have one. So obviously NCIS Origins takes place in the early 90s. Which time would you have liked to live in and why? The early 90s or now?
If I was like a teen in 96, 96, 97, I think that would be nice.
That's pretty
Yeah.
great.
I think
guess-
that'd be nice.
Yeah, I guess I realized I just asked you about, would you like to wear Birkenstocks now or like the 90s Birkenstocks? It's all back.
It's literally all back.
It's all back.
It's all back, but no, I really would. I mean this one. I really would rather live in that time than now, just because of, like, I love the idea of not really having cell phones. I mean, I know there were cell phones back then, but not like the ones that we have now. And
That's
I do
cool.
feel like there is a little bit more connection and, playing on the streets and, like, I don't know. There's a nostalgia about it that I like, the music.
Also,
and,
yeah, your guys' soundtrack on your
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
I know.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It just it takes me back.
Banger after banger.
It's really fantastic.
It really is.
And you didn't even have to be, like listening to all that music at the time. It's just, it's
I
because they're
know.
all like classic,
I know.
really good
Yeah,
hits
yeah,
that you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
pull.
yeah.
So.
And for everything, like we'll have
Yeah.
like a really great Leonard Cohen song, and then Linda Ronstadt, and then they do a really good job.
Oh yeah, Blue Bayou.
Yeah.
Can I? This is not a probie question, but I'm going to ask my own probie question
Yeah.
because I've been dying to. Can you tell us about your grandmother's house?
We want to know because I think we want to go down
go
there.
auditions.
We
We
want
do
to go
audition.
like whenever we have like something to put on
it's
tape.
so
we gotta go down to
crazy.
Mexico.
I don't know what it is. I mean, because I've lived there when I've lived in Mexico, and there are definitely spirits, 100%.
Yeah.
100%, because I'm always hearing things at night. But I always say they're not spirits that are there to like do you any harm. I just think like they're there.
Spirits kind of live somewhere too.
They're there to like give you money.
And 100%.
Yeah, truly.
100%.
They're there to give you a redirection.
These are great ghosts.
2 inches over.
Truly.
Yeah.
So yeah, come through.
Yeah.
Come through.
Do you remember what color the room was that you were in?
White. Yeah.
White? Okay.
It's white. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it?
It's like a popcorny, like the walls are kind of have like that cement popcorny feel. Like
Textured.
it's very old. Like, and there's these curtains that are checkers, like black and white checkers. It's all very kind of like 70s because it just hasn't been updated since then. And there are Virgin Marys everywhere.
Yeah.
And crosses everywhere.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe there's something there. I don't know.
What do you want the universe to throw your way when it comes to Lala? Like, what do you want to see? We just found out before we started taping this that both NCIS and NCIS Origins are picked up for another season. I know this is old news by the time everyone's listening to this, but I want to know like what you want to see in a season 3, season 4, season 5, whatever it might be.
I'm very excited that we are getting picked up for season 3 because there's so much I want to explore with Lala. There's actually like, I would really love to see the relationship that she had with her father. Gina and I have had conversations about this before, but we do think that was a really big impact in her life, not necessarily for good. And I think it's a big reason why Lala enlists in being a Marine in the 80s at a time when women had no business enlisting in the Marines, which was just so sexist and so challenging at that time. So we've always kind of wondered why.
Yeah.
And where that comes from.
Yeah.
And we know that Lala's mother passed away. And so I'm really hoping that we get to explore the past and why she is who she is.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a really big story there, which I'm hopeful that we will discover in season 3. And it's not necessarily like a great one, but I think it's really interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's drama, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be all sunshine
No.
and roses,
No.
It's like,
But it's also not like, I'm not saying like it's going to be, it's not like I don't know. It's not going to be like, whatever. I mean, I can't say.
No, say. This is legal. This is law.
This is
legally
Probies
binding.
and
Whatever you
Partners.
say
whatever you
here,
say.
Gina and
It
David have to
happens.
write
They
it now.
have to.
I know, right?
It's like, it's a weird
I know.
contract thing with
But
Paramount.
I have things that I've imagined and
Like?
ideas that no, I can't, because if it doesn't come true, then I just like, I'm going to be so sad.
Okay.
But I can it's things that I'm excited about. And then, could we at least get a kiss between Lala?
Historically, no. You got about 20 years.
You got some
wait
time
for that. You got a little time to wait. You got to.
The thing is,
flow.
when Harmon's voice comes in and narrates the whole thing, he's saying everything that that young Gibbs is thinking at the time. So it just pushes it, pushes it, pushes it, pushes it.
I know.
And that tension just keeps going up and
It's
up
insane.
and up and up.
Yeah.
And so, at this point, like, no, there's not going to be a kiss.
Yeah, no.
For like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
No, you guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry.
Season 24 for you guys. Yeah.
No, they're really doing like the Jim and Pam for us. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like at first I was like, oh, this is good. They'll wait 5 episodes. And then, season 1 finale comes along and we're this close to kissing, and it was like nada.
Yep.
And I was like, this is insane. And now we're, the Sarahs and who knows where, anyways. So yeah, it's still a brewing.
Who's Jim and who's Pam in this scenario?
Oh, I'm Jim.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I was like, I feel like you're the Jim of
No,
this.
he's Pam because he's kind of taken at this point.
He's very, very much. He got married.
He got married.
Yeah,
Like,
I
And
mean, personality-wise.
yeah, personality-wise, I think I'm Jim.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what he would say, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. He won't
Well,
kiss
let's
me.
ask him. He's actually here right now.
And
Austin.
No, but it's great. I love him. It's great, honestly. But also, I'm very happy that in a way, this relationship wasn't explored in season 1 because I think what Gina and David did so magnificently is that they let Lala have her own life, you know, apart from Gibbs. If I would have just been enmeshed in his storyline, then I don't know. I guess I would have been fearful of that.
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah,
that.
and I love those scenes like with your sisters. Like I was like, I love seeing your family that way.
Oh, yeah. Also, like, you know, she had a boyfriend who she was unfaithful with. And even that, like, that was a conversation in the room of like, do we make her, you know, cheat? Like, what would that be like? And that's not, do we want to show her in that light? And I'm so glad that the writers decided to do that, because for me, it was such a treat to be able to, you know, be so fallible and to make mistakes, be human as a woman too, you know?
Yes.
To make a mistake and learn from it and grow from it. I thought that was really cool.
And how good for all of you to not just worry about like, oh, this will make her unlikable. You know what I mean? Like let women be
You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, at the beginning of the show, everyone was so worried that I was going to be unlikable because I was tough on Gibbs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he, you know, it's Gibbs.
Yeah.
Well, we get a whole another season
Amen.
of Lala to explore. It's going to be fantastic.
Unless I get in another car crash.
No, it's okay. She's gonna take the bus from now on. It'll be good. She's gonna get car. She's gonna walk a lot.
Only
of
riding her bike, and nothing bad happens on bikes.
She's inventing Uber.
Yeah, exactly. Mariel, thank you so much for coming.
Oh my God, you guys, this was delightful.
Yes.
Thank you.
We're so happy to have you, and
Thank you.
absolutely love your work along with the rest of your cast on Origins, and can't wait to see what the end of season 2 brings, the beginning of season 3.
Oy.
Getting back to that marriage for the 3rd year. It's going to be great.
Woo.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Vow renewal.
Let's go. Thank you, guys.
Did I hold up the wrong hand?
You did.
I've been married for like
it's been a while. 7 years.
8 years, and I held up the wrong hand.
Patricia, this is not happening over here. I don't know. Follow and listen to NCIS Partners and Probies on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.